Hi there, Brook, Acupuncture and founder of Creative Yoga London here. So I'm very shortly going to be departing from London back to Moinos Velos Fasting and Detox Retreat Centre to work on some of their programmes with them. So I'll be doing acupuncture out there and teaching yoga, probably doing some workshops as well on the body-mind connection. And I was prompted earlier on today to ponder on why a detoxing experience can be a spiritual experience. Now I just want to put aside for a second the actual definition of what a spiritual experience might be. I'm just going to concentrate for a second on why I think going and doing the detox itself is a spiritual experience. And I'd say there's two facets to it. There's the aspect of what you go through while you're actually detoxing and how that can open you up as such, which I'll explain a little bit about in a moment. Then I'd say there's also the other activities that are put in the programme alongside your own personal detoxing experience, which also open you up to something a bit broader than yourself. So first of all, we'll break down your actual detox process. So often in life, we tend to use food, drink, and other things in our environment to distract us from life and our own feelings. Whether it's going to the fridge and getting another piece of cake, whether it's going and getting another beer, whether it's turning the music up, putting the headphones on, switching on the TV, basically trying to trance out from what's going on around us. Obviously on the detox retreat, you're having a lot of time where you're starting to open your senses up, where you're becoming more sensitive again to the world around you. Often as well, when our body gets a little bit toxic, we tend to only experience through our senses in quite a gross way, so we have quite invasive things before we start to feel, so we might need to listen to loud music, we might need to do lots of things that impact the body in quite a big way in order for us to feel. But one of the results of detox is you become much more sensitive again, and by doing that you're opening up more of your experience and your feelings to what's going on around you. Now for me, a spiritual experience is being outside of just the left side of our brain that we often associate to just to the thoughts that are going on in our mind. So again, by opening up some of your senses, going through the detox program, you experience life in a much fuller way. You might experience your connection to the environment around you in a much fuller way, experience your connection to people around you in a much fuller way. And you're also getting rid as well of a lot of toxic energy from your body, which often inhibits our thoughts and feelings. So you feel a lot lighter as well. You're much more porous to what's going on around you. And when you think of the nature of spirit, think spirit itself is actually a very fine energy, it's almost got this kind of etheric quality to it. So the less dense you are, the more you tend to feel and the more you tend to experience on a subtle level. Like spirit is around us. I'm sure some people would argue this, there's a whole spiritual realm around us. And it might just open you up to experiencing something a little bit extraordinary on that level. Now the other aspect of what I was going to talk about, why it can be a spiritual experience to go and do a detox or fasting retreat there, again is the activities that are put in alongside the actual detox process itself. So whether it's the yoga in the morning, the fact you do meditation in the evening, that they have people come in sometimes from outside who do little ceremonies with you from different traditions. Even the fact that when you go and sit down and have your broth or juice together, the fact that you all connect together as a group before you do so and acknowledge something that's just beyond just yourself, so you all connect as a group and you say almost like a little mantra, if you like, that gives some kind of acknowledgement to our part within the bigger whole, our connection to the sun and the moon, if you like. And it might all sound, you might be listening to this and thinking, it all sounds a little bit twee, but it's something you need to go and experience to feel. And no matter what I've just said to you, there'll always be something unseen as well. So I can't possibly tap in to the full experience you might have while you're there. So by going there, you might just surprise yourself with something that you feel, something that you see, something that happens inside of you. Because again, when we become so compacted and contracted that we often do in our modern urban life or our modern life, you can't see or feel these things sometimes until you're actually having the experience itself. So there you go. So if you're thinking about going out there, their website's moinos-velos.com. I'll be out there too doing acupuncture and yoga and doing workshops, so you might catch me out there as well. And yeah, hope to see you there. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.